Hi, I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Ben.
And together we are 15 Degrees North.
Today we're going to show you the sights and sounds of
Kuala Lumpur is the capital of Malaysia and one of the largest cities in Southeast Asia.
With a rapidly growing skyline that has fully embraced the age of the skyscraper, it has hundreds of them clustered together across the city centre.
The world's second largest building is here, Merdeka 118, although that's not its most iconic structure.
That title can confidently be claimed by the Petronas Towers.
The tallest pair of twin towers in the world, they also held the title of the world's tallest building for 6 years until 2004.
Its steel and glass facade is designed to resemble motifs found in Islamic art.
The floor plan of each tower is based around an octagram, or 8-pointed star, which in Islamic art is known as a Rub el-Zib.
Meanwhile, the circular sections are meant to resemble minarets. One minaret in particular actually, Qutub Minar.
The one we visited in Delhi?
That's the one! As a proud Welshman, Catherine Zeta-Jones has always been one of my heroes, and I've always wanted to be a bit like her, but one thing I don't want to do is dangle from that bridge halfway between those towers, just like she did in Entrapment. Having seen many skyscrapers, we were quite taken with just how unique the Petronas Towers are.
While its sky bridge has been copied in many buildings around the world, its unusual shape, facade and perfect symmetry are what makes them truly iconic.
It's funny, they might no longer be the tallest building in Kuala Lumpur, but they are still the most beautiful.
The Petronas Towers are like a pair of beautiful stallions. Merdeka 118 is like a raggedy old cart horse in comparison.
You can go up both these skyscrapers, but the best view in the city has to be from the KL Tower.
A TV tower in the middle of the city, you get an uninterrupted 360-degree view of the skyline, and it costs a fraction of the price.
And undoubtedly, the best thing about Kuala Lumpur is its skyline.
Kuala Lumpur is actually a pretty young city.
Built at the confluence of two rivers, it served as a trading post during the 19th century when the region boomed due to tin mining.
In the space of 40 years, it went from a sleepy riverside hamlet to a booming city.
When the British moved their government here in 1880, Kuala Lumpur suddenly became the nation's new capital.
Although it is important to know that there were no nation before the British. The Malay people were never a united people, and Malaysia only exists today because they were the lands in the region claimed by the British.
Hence why the island of Borneo is only half in Malaysia.
You can see the British influences in the buildings here, but the city certainly maintains a distinctly Malay flavour.
The city you visit today is a big and bustling metropolis. It's not as urban planned as Singapore, but it makes more sense to navigate than Bangkok.
And of course, it's wonderful to see little nuggets of the old city peeping out from between the gleaming glass of its newer buildings.
Nice?
It's okay.
Malaysia is a Muslim country, but there are still many Buddhist and Hindus living here too.
Subsequently, the city is filled with temples, shrines and mosques that are definitely worth checking out.
Malaysia is a hot country, sitting at the equator. This means that daytime temperatures are rarely below 30 degrees and the humidity is high.
Therefore, we spend much of our time sweating. A lot.
You do begin to acclimatise after a while in the region, but it's embarrassing to see locals dressed in smart trousers and crisp shirts while you're staggering about in shorts and a t-shirt looking like you've just done hot Pilates.
We were very happy to hop between air-conditioned buildings.
But then you realise that it's actually counterproductive. If you keep cooling down, the shock of going outside makes you sweat even more.
Our advice, stay in the heat, but don't walk quickly.
Which we never do.
So therefore we sweat.
One thing that is surprising though is how cool it is at the top of skyscrapers.
We loved our rooftop pool, but the outside temperature up on the 50th floor was considerably lower than on the ground.
Oh, who cares? Just look at those views.
We never got bored of those.
Swimming up there made me feel dead fancy.
Like a fancy lady.
Also, get yourself to the cheapest Michelin star restaurant we've ever seen.
The rendang was to die for.
So the Petronas Towers look pretty mega at night, don't they?
Oh yes.
Weirdly, however, the park that surrounds them is closed at night. So all that money they spend on lighting them up is so that no one can actually see them.
There's this recording coming through speakers across the park telling you that going there at night is forbidden and to vacate the area immediately. It's all a bit Orwellian. On our second day, we headed out to see Kuala Lumpur's sights beyond the centre.
This included the King's Palace
and the city's largest mosque.
Both of them are fairly new structures, seeing as Malaysia has only been an independent country since 1957.
So, the king, was he the descendant of an ancient line of Malay kings or...
Nope.
So in 1957 they decided deliberately to have a king?
That's exactly what they did.
Why?
As a Brit, I can totally see why. Stability, continuity, symbolism.
And as a Frenchman, I say that's totally insane.
Alright, put your guillotine away.
Vive la révolution.
Stop trying to stir up civil unrest in Malaysia. They're happy the way they are. And we were happy with the way that we were too.
Kuala Lumpur is a bustling, modern, distinctively Asian metropolis.
You can't understand Malaysia until you see its capital, so make sure to put it on your Malaysian to-do list.
Thanks for watching.
Be sure to like, share and subscribe.
And follow us on Instagram at 15 Degrees North.
Make sure to tune in to our next video to see where in the world we end up next.
See ya.
Bye!